The IPO market is a buzz. A number of big-ticket issues such as Zomato, Sona BLW and Clean Science have already hit the primary market so far in 2021. The market is now gearing up for some new age tech business like Paytm, Nykaa, Delivery to hit the street. Response to Zomato has been overwhelming, despite red flags on the valuations. Overall, the issue was oversubscribed 38 times. Similarly, Tattva Chintan, Dodla Dairy, and India Pesticide also got a bumper response. Now, that means if you have applied for the IPO, there are chances that you may have missed out on the allotment. Here's why.
If the total number of successful bids are more than the number of shares offered, SEBI mandates that at least one lot should be allotted to every individual who has applied. For instance, if a company has been oversubscribed 4 times, an applicant who has asked for 100 shares probably will get 25k shares. If there is a small oversubscription, the minimum lot will be distributed amongst all applicants and the remaining shares will be assigned proportionally to the investors who have bid for more than one lot. If there is a large oversubscription, in these cases that even one lot cannot be allotted to every applicant, then the allotment takes place via lucky draw. The lottery draw will be computerized without any partiality. Thus, during large oversubscription, some names are not drawn in the lottery system and shares are not assigned to many applicants who have applied. So typically in the company's history, there are different types of investors who come in at different points. When a company is growing at the very early stage, at least in the technology-based new age startups that we see, there are the PEs, the VCs who all have come in, even the angel investor through the journey of the company. And a lot of these people offload some of that equity when the company eventually goes for IPO. So if you were to historically track how well IPOs have done relative to the opportunity cost of having bought another company at the same time, in the last decade, I don't think IPOs have performed extremely well. There is a case to be made as to why when institutional investors and these large funds, which can traditionally be considered smart money, when they are exiting, is it really the best time for retail to be entering the company? Being a bit candid here, my personal opinion is the new age companies do not have the kind of profitability that one would associate with large cap companies already listed in the stock markets. So retail investors onshore in India are typically a bit more risk averse, and I don't think the valuations that a company will get on an IPO in India will be comparable to what they might have gotten if they took the SPAC route, or the valuations that a PE or a VC who has a lower cost of borrowing in the country where the money is originating might have afforded them. Thank you.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com.